Hey everybody, welcome back to Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz, Jack Letterstone Lake Jackson, and this is coming from my little shitty apartment alley kitchen here in Dickinson. Sorry. This is great. Had some problems with it. We'll get into that later, but this is something that's always on restaurant stuff here in the South, on the Gulf Coast somewhere. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. You made it home. It's going to be awesome. Before we do, be sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, ring the little bell, and let's just get into it. I'm not going to mention that our stuff is down the doobly-doo so you can get our merch. Alright, so first things first, you're going to need some Boudin. You can get the sausage or you can get this big brick of stuff. I got it from like HEB. You're going to need something to bread it with. You can use flour, panko, breadcrumbs, whatever you want to do. I'm going to try to do all three. You're going to need some eggs, obviously. Some milk if your Boudin's really dry. We'll get into that in a minute. You're going to need some oil for frying, obviously. Right? You're going to need a pot that you're going to be able to, cook those in. Also, I think you're going to have to use your fridge for a bit, too. You want some chili powder, and, careful now, and some smoked paprika if you want to change the flavor a little bit. Also, that's optional. Also, salt and pepper. Again, this is to taste. A lot of this has a lot of flavor in it by itself. So, first things first, you need to kind of sort of make the Boudin ball stuff. So, you got it here. This is just this block wedge stuff. Sometimes it's sticky enough where you can make a ball. Sometimes it is not. So, I'm going to show you, this is way too dry. Now, you can take it, soak it with a little bit of milk overnight in the fridge, and sometimes it works. If it doesn't, just go ahead and cook it, man. It was way too dry. I couldn't get it down, so I just started cooking it. The grease and stuff released, and that helped it cook together. So I cooked it over medium-low heat, got it with this nice, decent consistency for about 5 minutes. And now you can actually make little, rough balls out of it. Like you're going to make a small splat, a small ball of it. I'll show you how to make a ball. So once you get this done, go ahead and put it in the fridge for a little while, and then you can make these better balls. I made this way too, try to be too perfect with it. But like I said, it's a bit of a rounded splat. Put it in the fridge for 20 minutes or so, and it's so much easier to work with. You put it in here, boom. See, you take this, and it's kind of stuck to it. Just all the grease and stuff in it, and you can roll it like you're supposed to, right? Sometimes you can just do that right out the gate. So much easier. So we're just going to do our basic breading stuff. Going to put 2 eggs, decent-sized eggs. They don't have to be the huge ones. Put those in a bowl. Get you a fork or a whisk. Puncture the yolks, and then just beat it like it owes you money. Just get it to where it's a decent colored yellow. There you go. Movie magic. Get that done, get you another plate, and then whatever you're going to batter them with, put it here. So usually start with my flour, which is just the most basic frying ingredients. Put about half a cup down on the plate, and then just take your Boudin ball here, just roll it around in your egg, and then right into the flour. Roll it around, get that nice and coated. Like coating all the stuff I'm frying at least twice. And if it ever starts getting hard to work with, or it starts slouching where it's not an actual ball anymore, put it back in the fridge. It's fine. Once you get all these done, put them in the fridge. Have them keep a shape while you're doing all the rest of this kind of stuff. But this makes a lot of Boudin balls. So again, you can use your breadcrumbs, use your panko, whatever. It's all pretty much going to be the same thing here. I'm going to show you how to use the breadcrumbs, man. Like I said, it's all the same procedure with all of them. They just look differently, and it depends on the texture you want. I prefer the breadcrumbs because it feels just more like breading stuff. Flour gets very bland unless you mix a lot of stuff into it. And panko is super crunchy, and I have issues with hearing things crunch when I eat. The misophonia is strong in my line, so I don't generally do that. So you pull it out for the second coat, use flour as the base, that's fine. You can mix all of them if you really want to, and then roll it right back in there. It's already got one coat on it, so it works out really well. Get it nice and coated, make sure you get all the little nooks and crannies. If you want it to look more like a restaurant style thing, you can put it right back on the same plate. Same thing, just over and over. Just repeat until fixed. This is what the panko stuff looks like. That actually looks really good. Now, comes down to cooking this. We've already cooked most of the meat for, like I said, for about 3 minutes to kind of get that oil in there. So you want to put enough oil in whatever you're cooking to give it about an inch and a half, 2 if you're really desperate, worth of oil. So that's usually about 2 cups. So there's going to be a lot of oil, but you're going to be cooking a lot of stuff with this one big package. So get that up to heat. You want it to bubble, but you don't want it to pop. So put it on about medium high. Let it sit for 2-3 minutes, and it'll cook. Like I said, it's not immediately going to go sizzling and smacking all over the place most of the time because I'm in a hurry. I don't worry about that kind of stuff. But just go ahead and put these in here. Don't get them to touch. Sometimes they'll just cook right to each other if they're too close, and it's harder to turn them if you're really packed in there, so you want to leave a little gap. Let those cook. You want to give it anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes per side, depending on how brown you want it.
Tongs are perfect for this. So once they're nice and bubbling and cooking, go ahead and give them a nice turn. You want this brown color on either side, but you don't want it to cook way too long on one side and the other side. It's hard to do because the middle of it will always be in the oil, so the middle is going to overcook. So you want to keep turning it. They're round. If they won't stand up if you turn them over, they're still kind of squishy. Just pat them down a little bit and they'll stand. So once you get this nice brown color, go ahead and get your secret ingredient, man, your paper plate on a towel, and go ahead and pull these out and get this gorgeous brown color. Again, that took 3 to 5 on either side and then rolled them on their sides for a little while. It depends on your altitude and where you're at in the world, but that's it. You can dress this next to, small ramekin of ranch or Caesar or whatever your local flavor is. I think here most of the time it's ranch dressing. But this turned out really well. Even with that big block of Boudin costing like $6-7. If you get the links and just cut the links open and pull the stuff out of it, it'll be about the same price. So it's well under our $10 budget. It's super simple. It took about, an hour just because all the breading and stuff took forever. And this made a lot of these things. I was able to eat on them for like a week. You can use them as appetizer. You can take them to parties. They work really well, especially people that don't have access to steady Boudin supplies like us down here on the Texas Gulf Coast. This is a great icebreaker, man. Especially like right here, I got it dressed with ranch dressing with a little bit of hot sauce in it. Perfect. It tastes amazing. You gotta try this one, man. It can be a standalone meal, appetizer, what have you, but it's great.
And there you have it, folks. Man, fried Boudin balls. Excellent. They're great for an appetizer. You can use them as a full meal. If you do it differently, you want to see us do it differently, let us know. Put the comment down in the comments, man. That's what it's there for. Also, you can find us on social media. You can find us on Facebook, Pinterest, Patreon. All those you can find us at Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. You can also find us at Instagram at Living Between. Just short it down over there. And I'm going to see you all next time. I'm going to go eat some of this stuff. I'll get y'all next time. Be safe.